Okay, I'm out at Aoti Stadium in Chongqing, China, and we're just going to look at these different instruments for working out and see how they compare to American instruments, because well, we're common to American instruments. We know what those are all about: powerlifting and muscle and building muscle. Working the muscle to its extreme, it builds back, and then you get your workout, rest, do it again. Out here, I've had to make do with the isometrics and Chinese workout tools, and so they're just sitting out here right now, and we'll see how that's going to go. Now these look familiar. Monkey bars. Like monkeys can swing from one rung to another. But I know right off the bat, a couple of my favorite exercises are curl-ups and pull-ups. Curl-ups. You can do a lot with your own monkey bars. I'm thinking I can do pull-ups on them, but you can do a lot of things. You can hang from them and do abs. You can get onto the top of them and do tricep exercises, shoulder exercises. So this is a good thing to have at a park. I'd say this is a standard tool out here in China, and it is an effective tool. We've got our Captain Cook twirly steering wheel jungle gym. Well, I can remember the next device. It reminds me, it's got circles, looks like a steering wheel, and you twirl something around. It reminds me of something I found in South Carolina, Palmetto Park. They had the big toy and the little toy, and that was a whole bunch of columns of jungle gym timbers all stretched together with jungle gym monkey bars that you could climb up and bridges that you could go across. And when you get to the top of this jungle gym with all these vertical timbers, then you could, as a kid, grab a hold of a steering wheel and twirl it around. So that's what this device looks like to me, and now we'll go check it out. This doesn't turn. I thought this would turn. I'm getting thrown all over the place by this one. These handles don't turn, so you can't keep it in a fixed position while the rest of it turns. Then you have to take your hand off, and then I don't know what it's for. I'm not really connected to this very well. I don't have control of it. And then what I'm doing is like rubbing all the skin off of my hands. So, not any good. See, so that's not turning. Whew. Nah. Yeah, that instrument just doesn't seem to be effective for anything for me either. I can see why there's no people out here, unless I'm out here. No people out here almost all the time. The people seem to know these are completely ineffective, but perhaps it's a cheap selling point for people to move into the apartments. They can say they have a jungle gym, and it's just amazing for stretching and building muscle and blah blah blah, and then they can convince people to increase their rent, something like that. And of course, you know, my mind just clicks off when I hear those kind of things. It's either effective or it's not, and all the salesman gimmicky stuff just doesn't matter. So I would say this is very ineffective. Now this tool right here is an upgrade to the one that's at the apartment, because this top part can turn. So now I'm not just ripping up the skin on my hand. I can put my palm on there or grab that handle and keep my fist in the same position. So this is a lot better. But I still don't think it does much. Now this particular device is something that is a favorite at a lot of different gyms. It's called a stool and a table. And what happens at this stool and table is people rest. And a lot of people spend their time at the gym resting. So that is definitely one of the favorites, I can tell, from most people at the gym. And over here in China, you can see what we got here. These are, it's a box of cigarettes. See, because you don't want to go to the gym without your pack of smokes. That way you can be out of breath, and then you can use this torture device to do what we were just talking about, rest. And that's what a lot of smokers actually like to do, is rest at things like this. So there you go. You got your druggy thing, and you got your non-exercise type kind of a thing. And of course we do have the dip bar. I don't know what its technical term is, but I know I can do dips, work the triceps. Well, I can't speak a lick of Chinese, but there was a guy out here, Chinese guy, tried to communicate with me. I was doing dips out here on the bars behind me. And then after a while, he wanted me to teach him, so I did teach him. And who knows, maybe Chongqing will be the dip tricep capital in 50 years. Anyway, this gymnastic bar behind me is really good for doing dips on. And there's a lot of doodads out here for doing pull-ups and all sorts of stretches that the Chinese people think are very important. I think they think flexibility is very important, whereas I think in the West we think strength is very important. Kind of an interesting difference. But it's fun, even though I don't speak a lick of Chinese, how get out here among the people and find out people are just people. And it's fun and awesome, and God wants the best for everybody.